Talk Nation, welcome back.
Jaron Boots Ennis, October, fight date coming soon. Talk Nation, let's get into it. Manny Pacquiao, Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, quote unquote top 3 of the welterweight division. We just seen Jaronennis Ugas take out Manny Pacquiao, aka the legend, aka the senator. Some say it was a setup. To be honest, I have my own opinions about it. Because for both opponents, that's Errol Spence, eye injury, Jaronennis Ugas opponent, eye injury, elevated Jaronennis Ugas to fight Manny Pacquiao for the WBA Super Championship title. It was a blessing for Manny Pacquiao to possibly rightfully get his belt back, but at the same time, there's certain sentiments about how everything transpired, man. It kind of leads people to believe, man, that it was a setup. And for Manny Pacquiao to go out on a loss like that just simply proves, man,
that boxing is a dirty game, but at the same time, boxing is a beautiful game.
And you got to love it, you got to hate it, you know what I mean? You got to find your balance between the two. But up and coming rising superstars like Jaron Boots Ennis, Vergil, Ortiz, I mean, these guys are the future of the welterweight division. The top guys in the division, these guys just simply ain't fighting each other. They're making too much of business and money and politics instead of just getting in there and getting it on. You dig what I'm saying? End of the day, you're a fighter. You shall be compensated. That is what your management team is for. Fighters are becoming too caught up in the business side. Now, if you are involved in the business side, meaning you have your own promotional brand, I understand that. But at the same time, you have people taking care of this business because you're the fighter at the end of the day. You can only think about and wrap your mind around so much when you have to be training from the break of dawn to sometime the wee hours of the night. You have people stepping in, taking care of that business. Rely on them to handle that business, to make sure that you are financially sound when fight day comes. Now, Jaron Boots Ennis, most certainly the future of the division. Me personally, I believe that him and Vergil Ortiz should fight because in my opinion, as far as their pedigree, their talent, their potential, not only earning potential, but star potential, I believe these two top competitors shall be the top of the division, the future number 1 and number 2 of the welterweight division. And I think if they get it, if they fight now, not only will that be super explosive, but it will also re-energize and reinvigorate the welterweight division. Shit, boxing. These two guys are super explosive, undefeated. Now, Jaron Boots Ennis, 27-0, 25 knockouts. As he says, soon to be 28-0, 26 knockouts. We all see what he went in and he did to Sergey Lipinets, former champion at 140. I mean, he beat the hell out of Sergey Lipinets, man. Nobody has ever got with and dealt with Sergey Lipinets like that. A lot of people talk about Boots' power, but you listen to his camp, they say, man, the power is real. You know what I mean? You don't realize it till you get into that ring. They say the same thing about Pac-Man. Just because he's a smaller guy, people be sleeping on his power. But you look at the fight, after the fight rather, with him and Ugas. Ugas' face looked like a pumpkin. He was tore up. Manny Pacquiao did have a cut on his eye because some of them right hands did get through his guard. Not all of them, you know what I mean? He had like a little busted lip, but for the most part, Manny Pacquiao didn't take no damage. And he also went the distance, but that's another video. But Jaron Boots Ennis, super explosive talent. In my opinion, in his opinion, and also others' opinion, he can handle anybody in the top of the division. And I've been saying this for a long time. They're not going to give Jaron Boots Ennis that shot because it's risk versus reward. Financially, he's just not going to be able to cover it. Skill-wise, he can take out anybody. But his name doesn't garner enough revenue in order for him to face the top, I would say, yeah, the top 3 fighters. Maybe even the top 5. But I would say anybody bottom 5, let's get it. Let's get it. They currently have Vergil Ortiz right above Jaron Boots Ennis in the rankings for the division. Now, I don't agree with that. Vergil Ortiz is super explosive. Super explosive. You know what I'm saying? I believe he's 18-0 with 18 knockouts. How can you argue with that type of talent? More importantly, the result. But at the same time, Boots has not only power, but he has skill. And he said himself, you haven't even seen me really open up the bag. So when somebody say, you ain't seen all that I can do yet, and they've been knocking out and taking out everybody who you put in front of them, I mean, it makes you think, like, damn.
What else do you got, player? What else do you got, player?
You dig what I'm saying? But Jaron Boots Ennis, if you put him in there with top tier opposition, I truly believe not only will he rise to the occasion, but he can make it look easy. Jaron Boots Ennis is a switch hitter coming out of Philly. And I told y'all once before, Philly don't raise no scrubs. He can fight out of the southpaw stance, also the orthodox stance. And he switches seamlessly. He doesn't even know. So that means his body, as well as his mind, is already conditioned and programmed to both stances. You know what I mean? So that's dangerous. If you put Jaron Boots Ennis and you try to make him fight off of the back foot, he's only going to transition depending upon what style he's in. So now, if you try to make him come off of the back foot, you're transitioning him to put you in position for you to get hit with a power shot. So it's dangerous. So coming into this fight, that's what I said. Like a Boots Ennis and a Terrence Crawford will be a great fight. But I think Boots beats him. Because Bud is strong. He is skillful. But if you are put into the ring with somebody who is also strong and skillful, that makes a great fight. But looking at how Terrence Bud Crawford fights and looking at how Jaron Boots Ennis fights, Bud is also technical and tactical, but he's a little more explosive. And that's what puts him, in my opinion, just a little bit ahead of Terrence Crawford as far as being able to go into the fight and get the job done. Because, and also, Bud is a little bit chinny. If you get caught by Jaron Boots Ennis, it's like a shark sensing blood in the water. He is going to attack you. He's not going to be patient. See if you hurt, see if you get your legs back. No. As soon as he hurts you, he is on you. It's magnetic. The aggression is magnetic with Jaron Boots Ennis. If he hurts you, he can possibly get you up out of there. And that's dangerous to the top guys. Because see, in boxing, you never know when you're going to get hit. You never know when you're going to get hurt. What if you get caught with a shot and you get caught slipping in the first round? He get up soon, he get on you, and he get you up out of there. So now you not only got a loss on your record, but he watched you in the first round. You know what I mean? So now your career is looking mad shady. You know what I mean? So that's why Jaron Boots Ennis, man, a.k.a. Mr. Catch-A-Body, is dangerous. And people are trying to avoid Boots like the plague. You dig what I'm saying? But you can't do it for long. You can't. Eventually, you're going to have to step up and you're going to have to fight this man. Then when he gets a title, so whoever he decides to face come October, not only am I interested to find out who it is, just so we could talk further about it and we can really dig into the fight, but he is really not only going to put on a show, but Boots is going to put on a type of statement like he already got a title, like he's going in there to defend his title. Because every fight for Jaron Boots Ennis is a statement fight. People say it's a step-up fight, but in my opinion, it's a statement fight. Because for every person that shuts that door on Boots getting a title, that it's just building up like steam. It's building up, and when it finally blows, I'm telling you, he's going to hurt somebody. Prime example, you seen what he did with Lipinets. He broke Sergey Lipinets down, beat him up. Got him up out of there. Whoever he faces next, I believe that Boots is going to knock him out. Sleep. He fought a more tactical fight.
Jaron!
because when the Chris Van Heerden fight, when he went in there, you know what I'm saying, and the accidental clash of heads resulted in the fight being stopped because Chris Van Heerden suffered a massive, you know what I'm saying, gash. Now he fought a more tactical fight, patient fight with Sergey Lipinets. I believe you're going to see the same performance with Boots, but it's going to be more explosive and more aggressive. And depending upon how his opponent approaches the fight, shit, it might not even matter, because Boots is that kind of fighter. It doesn't matter what your game plan is. He doesn't matter. He's not trying to figure out what you're trying to do. He wants you to stop what he's going to do, and that's dangerous. So that means he's not coming into this fight, you know what I'm saying, walking on eggshells, trying to fill you out. No, he's not going to waste rounds doing that. Boots is going to get in there and get on you from the jump, and you have to stop what he is doing, what he is trying to do. Talk Nation, stand up as your boy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. More videos coming soon. Talk Nation, stand up as your boy. Peace.